All right, guys, Ask a Felon back with another one for you. Let's get right into it. Hit that subscribe button while I'm thinking about it. What happens inside someone's mind when they realize years of their life are gone and can't get them back? Well, it just makes you look at the life, the years you got left, and you want to live them a whole different way. Like for me, I lived most of my adult life on the run. Like it's as stupid as it is now that I look back on it. Like from the time I was 18 and I was on probation, I spent my years running and hiding from facing my consequences. Like I never wanted to go face jail. The first time I ever got arrested, I got caught riding a bicycle when I was 18, and I went straight to jail. I never went to juvenile or anything like that my entire life. I went straight to jail. That scared me good enough for a while, but then again, it just kept me going to where now I'm so scared that if I can't pay my fees or I can't complete it, I'm really running now. And it just snowballed and snowballed all the way up until probably before I went to prison. Like I just kept letting things snowball and snowball and snowball, and all the way into my 30s. So it was like it just once you spent your life running and not having true freedom to where you ain't been able to plan nothing for the long term. Once you're able to do that, it's like it's just so easy to do. It's simple. Like things that I used to think would be hard and complicated. Like it's so hard to get a job, it's so hard to get a car, it's hard to get my license. Things I used to tell myself for excuses. But after you've done experienced it and you've done experienced what it's like living on the run, to live right is so easy. Like it really is. A judge told me that one time. He said, it's not that hard to live right, and it's simple as fuck, but it's true as fuck. Like once you've lived your life running, it's not that hard at all to live your life normal and be a normal productive citizen. It's really pretty simple, especially when you've got the experience. Like the feeling of being on the run, and the feeling of being locked up. So that's always in the back of your head, and it makes it that much easier just to be able to live a right life. Like it's real simple. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Like so you got to change something, or you're always going to be living the same way. For me, my change was I turned myself in. I was like, fuck it, I'm getting it over with. I can't do this. I done spent 5 years running. I ain't making no progress in life. I just delayed my life 5 years is all I did. Because if I would have got taken care of from day one, I could have did my prison time and then got out, and that would have been many more years that I could have lived a normal life. So what happens inside someone's mind when they realize years of their life are gone and can't get them back? You appreciate the years you got left. That's what you do. Like 100%. For me anyway, I'm not going to speak for everyone because like I said, everybody's experience is different. There's people out there who don't care to be on a run. To them, that's just life. You know what I mean? But for me, it was hell because you can't ever make no plans. What would you tell someone who thinks they're too far gone to change? Nah, trust me. If you think you're too far gone to change, you ain't. Believe me. If you only knew who I was before I opened my eyes and got off drugs and got forced, I didn't do it on my own. I'm not going to say it's easy because the only way it was possible for me to do it was by going to prison. 100%. That was the absolute only way I was ever going to be able to do it. And that's what happened. I got sent to prison and it forced me to go through my withdrawals, forced me to get off my drugs. And if you only knew who I was before then you would understand. I was a shooting up. That's all I did. All I thought about all day was putting that needle in my arm. So you're never too far gone to change. Like anybody who knows me now would never, and they knew me 10, 15 years ago. Well, 15 years ago because 10 years, I've been out of prison 8. But anybody who knew me 15 years ago, they wouldn't believe I'm doing what I'm doing and being who I am. No way, because I was at the lowest low. Like I said, shooting up, had nothing but 20 years times two facing over my head. Without a doubt, I knew I was going to prison. There was no way around it. I'd done been sentenced, I done signed my plea agreements and all that, and I knew what the deal was. And I got through all that in less than 5 years. So you never know what's really going to happen. Anything can change the outcome. So you're never too far gone to change. Never. I don't care because, like I said, I've been so low that I was living in the woods with nothing but a coat to lay on and the shit that I had in my pocket. No backpack, none of that, nothing. Then there's been times I was so low I didn't even have a phone. I was sleeping in a park. Had a backpack with some Doritos in it, and that's about all I had to my name. So it's never too far gone to change. That's just the way. That's just a negative way to look at things. Like that's just an excuse. But I understand because I used to use that excuse. but because it's hard to get off drugs. It's so hard to get off drugs. Once you're truly addicted to them, it is very hard to get off of. What is one thing you wish you had understood about consequences when you was younger? That there once it's time to face your consequences, just do it, get it over with. By trying to avoid them and get it, trying to avoid them and delay it, and all it's doing is delaying your life. Depending on what the consequences of your actions are, you know what I mean. If it could be something minor, just face up to it. If it's something major, you're gonna have to face up to it sooner or later. Like, consequences don't go away; they're always there. If you had continued on the same path for another 5 years, where do you think you'd be? I'd be dead, because the day I got arrested, I was going to get heroin. So 100%, if I would have continued on the same path for 5 years, okay, if you had continued on the same path for another 5 years, where do you think you'd be? I'd be dead, because I was on my way to get heroin the day I got stopped before I got to get him, and I got picked up. I had 20 or 40 Klonopin in one pocket and another 20 or 40 Xanax in the other pocket. No, it was Valium. And then I was going to go do heroin. So the combination of all them Xanaxes and Valium with heroin probably would have killed me, especially being my first time doing heroin. I was already shooting up, but I wasn't shooting up heroin. I was shooting up Dilaudid, Suboxone, and anything like that I can get my hands on. I didn't get my hands on no heroin, but I was heading there that day. So if I would have stayed on the same path for another 5 years, I'd probably be dead, or I would have caught bigger charges, because I would have been out there thinking the same way. I was like, that's 20 years to look forward to in prison. I mean, what works? This right here is only 3 years tacked onto it. If I steal this car, that's only another 3, 4 years probably tacked onto it. So my state of mind would have been continuously thinking, if it's under 20 years added to what I'm already facing, what's the big deal? I'm already doing 20 years sentences is like the end of my life. The way I was looking at it. I'm 30. So I'm thinking I'm going to be in there till I'm 50. I was 30 something at the time. So I'm thinking I'm going to be in there till I'm 50, possibly 70 to 90, because it was 20 years times two. So in my head, I was thinking there's absolutely no hope left. You know what I mean? This is all I got. So I would have just kept living with the state of mind that, oh well, what's another 3 years tacked on? Oh well, this is a misdemeanor. What's that? They're going to tack that on. You know what I mean? I would have just kept thinking that careless way of thinking, and it would have just been more crimes building up that I committed as I was on the run. So I would 100%, if I would have continued on the path I was going, I probably would have ended up dead, either from ODing on drugs or getting shot by robbing somebody or getting wrapped up in something like that, where somebody else took my life. But with that being said, guys, that's all I got for this one. Make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe. Tell your brothers, sisters, your mom, your dad, subscribe. Once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'll get into that on another video. I'll do a whole separate video about the giveaway, what I'm giving away, who's going to get it, blah, blah, blah. But till next one, see ya.